What's happening, Hardscapers? Today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of what we've got done these past couple of days on this project, including this walkway, other side walkway, and a little bit of cutting around the pool area. Let's get into this. All right, I'm going to do a walkthrough starting at the other end of this walkway and coming through to the remainder of the project, what we've got done here. But we've started another channel here if you're interested. It is the I Am a Hardscaper Uncut channel. The link is going to be in the description below. Essentially what I'm just going to be doing there is I'm going to be wearing a GoPro on my head, so you see first person perspective of me doing certain things on the project. It's going to be really longer videos, half an hour to an hour-ish long. If you're interested in kind of what we do and getting into the details of what we do, there's no talking whatsoever and it's completely uncut, so there's no editing at all. So if you're into those more raw experiences, as well as kind of seeing our technique, especially with cutting right now, which is a video that we have up, and other things that we do on the job site, that's where you can go. That's the I'm a Hardscaper Uncut channel. So we got this side walkway laid here all the way through, and you'll see when we were laying them, what we did was we laid full stones. The initial game plan was to actually cut these every other with the client, but since I did have some help that day in being able to set them, just thought I'd set them with full stones. Let the client decide if they want to keep that look of the full stones or go with the look of every other one gets staggered, which is what we went with, as you can see. So all I did was just go through, lift every other one, cut it, put it back down inside here. And then we get to this point where it was a little bit tricky as to what we were going to do here, but what we went with was actually staggering off, separating essentially the landing from the walkway with that band there, and kept that consistent, as well as the same thing what we did here with the door. So at least we have a couple consistencies with the landings that we've got here. But as for this walkway, really happy with the way it turned out. We got our concrete edging in here, which I already buried. You can see a little bit coming up there. We're getting really tight to where we are, but what we wanted to do was to be able to ensure that we're not encroaching on the property line whatsoever. Our edging probably arguably is close to getting there. As we look down here, we're probably fairly close to that property line, but we're gonna put some topsoil here now, dress it up, put some seed down, and we'll continue through with that. All we're waiting on now is the privacy screens so that we can get those in. We've also got the natural stone caps out front there, which will be capping that and backfilling there once the privacy screens come in, as well as the pergola, which we talked about. The client's going to do that, and privacy screens here on this side. Now we've gone through and we've cut our curves in. The curves look pretty good there, and have some spacing to do here to fudge our squadra going in as our banding. And then we're gonna have our hide skimmer lid put in there. So a couple more cuts to do there, as well as we fell one coping unit short there. So we'll have that cut in as well and adhered. And then we did our cuts along this border line here, and then a quick curve. This one kind of worries me a little bit. Unfortunately, that's just where it falls. But we're gonna have to support this somehow so that we don't get a crack here, especially when we go ahead and actually vibrate the sand, compact the sand down into the joints. But we did fall short slightly on our border stones, so we'll have to order some more, get those going along here. And then at this point, when the privacy screens start, we're gonna have a small garden in here, so we'll have to cut these back a little bit, put the border stones in, and take out the gator base so that we can get an established small garden bed in there. And then what we did get done here was actually actually going ahead and cutting in all of our lines here, getting our half stone pieces in, as well as getting the polymeric sand installed in here. So we've got all that completed. And then as you can see, we have a 4-inch gap between the fence and the actual walkway. That's for our edge restraint. As you can see, we've got our concrete edge in there, and then we'll put some decorative aggregate to hide that here. I got the pool going, so the pool is no longer green there, paved up to here, and we'll put some decorative stone in there. We did have this one here, which actually I tried to have an L shape here, much like I have an L shape there. That one is large enough to withstand the compacting. This one actually cracked, so I had to remove this one and replace it with a new one there. Other than that, nice and clean. Got our French drain coming down, which actually there's a French drain coming along here and then tying into this along here and out. Really, the last thing that we can do is just add topsoil to the back, get our final coping here adhered, cut in and adhered. Like I said, one piece shy to be able to do that, and then raise these up with some concrete sand to get them to the level where they should be, right below the coping here, and then sloping to the top of this paving stone. Once the pergola gets put in, we'll cut the pavers right up to the posts, make that look beautiful. Other than that, we're moving along here. The wall got built up, our lights are underneath, we got more caps coming in, but still waiting on those pergola posts to go in so that we can also build our pillars around those posts. But just touching up final things here, getting this project nice and wrapped up. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you have any comments, questions, leave them in the comment section below. Like this video if you found it helpful for whatever reason. If you're interested, check out that I Am a Hardscaper UNCUT channel there. Link is in the description below as well. And subscribe to this YouTube channel for more hardscaping content like this. Thank you so much for watching.